Good evening, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. Bucks get a win over the Hawks, nearly blow the biggest lead, I should say, of the season, but they win. Thank the good Lord. Again, I'm Bart Winkler. This is the back half of the January 12th edition of the podcast. On this podcast, also talked to Zach Gelb, and I yelled at Packer fans for how stupid they're being. I don't have my HD camera working, and it probably doesn't matter to anyone, but it's really pissing me off. So I got to figure that out. Also, if you haven't heard the good word, Happy Place Hemp, 32% off this week. Little extra with the promo code BART. All right, so the Bucks get a victory tonight, 114-105. And after the first quarter, they were up 20. And then at halftime, they were up. I'm trying to do math here and read the box score. They were up 21. And I felt pretty good about it to the point where I was like doing other things. And then I looked and the Bucks were only up 10. And then I looked and Frank Kaminsky was hitting shots. And then I started to get really mad. Then I started getting a bunch of text. What the F? We suck. Bucks can't play in the third quarter. What's going on here? So just another one of those games. It wasn't so much a game the Bucks needed to win. Had the Bucks gone to Atlanta tonight and lost, we'd talk about the same things we always talk about, regular season, et cetera, et cetera. But when you have that big of a lead and then you start to blow it, it definitely becomes a must. They couldn't have lost. It would have just been terrible. But they won. We're all happy. So let's talk about it. Again, I want to thank my friends at happyplacehemp.com. The promo code is BART, 32% off this week. Normally 25. We're up to 32% off, which makes it like a third percent off. And your boy took some CBD gummies. No, normally I just take the nighttime ones. Barty went for it. Barty took the Delta, the THCOs. Barty felt good. I haven't taken any yet, even though my eyes would tell you otherwise. Q's been sick for a while. Q, welcome back, man. What's up?
Yeah, I've had a non-COVID illness, so feeling a little better. Does my voice sound weird?
No, I just like that we just call like whatever you had. I assume it was the flu or anything.
I have
just
no
call
idea
it a non-COVID illness.
But I tested negative. But I thought that the non-COVID illness was a joke that the Bucks were getting. But if I got whatever they had, it was not fun. So
yeah, I had something a couple months ago that the week I had COVID, I honestly have never felt better.
Yeah.
And then a couple months ago, now I don't know if you follow along on Twitter or not today. I think I have gout.
Isn't that something with the feet?
A lot of pain for some people is in the feet. My pain's been in my wrist, my hip. I'm like, I have all these old soccer injuries that are popping up, and the pain's there for a day, and then it goes away, and it's really weird. And people on Twitter were like, Bart, that's gout. And so I looked up gout. I'm like, how do people get gout? Excessive laziness, excessive drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I probably have gout, huh?
Gout's like a pirate's disease. Have you been on a ship lately?
Black Bart was one of the most infamous pirates of his day.
Yeah. I would say mix in some green vegetables every once in a while. Should take care of you.
Matt says he went to high school with a kid who had gout and he died from drinking.
Ooh.
Oh.
So maybe let's do Dry January together. It's been going well for me. Of course, I stopped drinking and my body's not used to the alcohol sanitizers and I get sick randomly. So
yeah.
So anyways, nice Bucks win. I texted a friend saying it was a bad game in the first half, and then sure enough, here we are, and it's another nail biter. Luckily, Drew came to play. Like, that guy is so clutch. I saw Sparky tweet that we're always saying Middleton's the guy at the end of the games, but it's now turning into Drew. So it's pretty nice.
Well, it's got to turn into somebody.
Yeah.
And if Drew wants to use this time to be that guy, more power to him.
Especially on a night when Giannis scores 7 points. Or that was the last I saw of the box score, but that's not great. And then he had the fancy double-double with 10 assists and 19 rebounds. That's pretty awesome.
7, 10, and 19. He missed out on a triple-double based on points. Lowest output of the season. As you're here, Q's here. I'm going to bring in Tony in Texas also and go triple box on this.
Texas Pat.
Hey, Q, now, are you having a little John Daly issue? Because I heard you stopped drinking, right?
I guess. I mean, I stopped drinking on the 2nd, and this cold sprung up on me on Sunday night after the Packers loss. So,
well, get healthy.
I'm trying. Also, Texas Pat, I just wanted to say thank you for convincing me to
have a Jim Rome situation going on here, Bart.
Why are we calling him Texas Pat again?
Kick your ass. Like I did the Jim Rome.
I don't think I was 100% for that one.
Sorry, I think somebody called him Texas Pat in the chat yesterday or the day before, and I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. But I'll let Q finish your point, and then I'll get to Tony.
So, Tony, I just wanted to say thank you for helping me to drink the Packers Kool-Aid. I'm not upset with you like the rest of everybody. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. So, yeah, I feel like you and I went to the 2 best Packers games of the year. You watched them beat the Cowboys in person. I watched them beat up on the Vikings. I still think, even though I'm thanking you, I still think like it would be great if you could admit that you were wrong, that we should have been playing for draft picks all along, because now we've got the 15th pick.
No. First of all, I actually do legit want to talk some Bucks tonight.
Yeah.
But second of all, they shouldn't have been playing for draft picks. They should have just played Jordan Love, because whatever Aaron gave you, Love could have done at least.
Especially against the Lions.
Yeah. And I was at that game.
I do want to dig into the Bucks, but in the NFC, what quarterback is better than Aaron right now?
There's like 6 of them.
Okay. All right. We agree to disagree.
I'm also going to bring in Tim Shea.
All right.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy. I can keep going if you'd like me to.
All right. All right. Hey, I got to start this off, though, on a positive with the
Jeff Goff
and Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday hit one of the most.
You say Jeff Goff?
What's his name?
Jared.
Jared, thank you. I'm under the weather. I'm playing sick.
Yeah, it's on your brain. You.
All right.
Drew Holiday hit one of the most amazing shots I've ever seen in the game. It was like Larry Bird in that old McDonald's commercial against Michael Jordan. That was, I don't know if you saw that shot.
Over the backboard?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's a game of horse shot. And he's kind of flirted with that a little bit, but it's never been as like pure as that one.
I've seen him hit that at least a couple times in game, but that was like the most ridiculous angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Drew Holiday obviously was the key to this win. And when we made that trade for Drew Holiday a couple of years ago, not everyone in the NBA circles or even maybe some fans were on board with that because of all the draft capital we gave up. Well, we don't have Drew Holiday. We don't win a title, and we're not in position to compete. They got to make another move because who knows what Chris Middleton's going to be like. This team right now, Q, Bart, Tim, they're not good enough to win it all as they are right now. As they are constructed right now, they're blowing leads to mediocre teams that might not even make the playoffs without their best player. Come on. They lost to the Charlotte Hornets. They got drilled.
I don't know. Even if they blow the game tonight, I mean, we're all going to be upset, but I don't think that any of this is like we're just watching the game, like the Knicks game the other night. If they lose that game, we want feel good wins right now. We just want them to win. I don't think that if they would have lost tonight, it would have been the need for a referendum.
They started out red hot this year, and they've been a slow decline. I want to see the young guys get better. Beauchamp, they put Beauchamp out there today. Now I know why he doesn't play a lot. He couldn't stay in front of his guy. You got to defend in the NBA.
I mean, a lot of the reaction to Beauchamp tonight is, holy shit, why doesn't this guy play more?
He should play more, but he obviously has some deficiencies on defense, and that's probably why he's not playing as much.
I mean, most guys come into the league with defensive deficiencies. So I guess, Tony, I'm still like, I'm not coming at you here.
Go ahead.
It's very confusing to me how your glass can be permanently half full with the Packers and then like permanently half empty with the Bucks. Because like Bart was saying, like this wasn't like a winner take all situation with the Bucks. Like Giannis, I can't remember the last time he scored less than 10 points without an injury, like knocking him out of the game, and he still found a way to win on the road.
Okay, Q. The problem is I'm not seeing this team get better. I want to see them get better.
But how much are we judging without Middleton? Like, really? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm personally.
We have
like
to.
not. Hey, no. Sham says he's coming back sooner rather than later.
All right, and you're going to be back at the fans soon. Come on, we don't know what happened.
Timeout, your boy, back on the Fan, WSSP, via CBS Sports Radio.
All right.
January, I told this to Gelb earlier, January 21st, while NFL playoffs are happening, you can listen along with me from 4 to 9 on Saturday, January 21st on CBS Sports Radio.
Nice. All looking forward to that.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I am.
Okay. I do not think this team is going to come out of the East as it's currently constructed. I hope I'm wrong. That's just my opinion, Q. That's what I think. I think the Celtics have more in the ammunition, All right. More players.
I've got a Charlie Villanueva bobblehead. Will you eat it if we make it out of the East without any trades?
Yeah.
So I got to check with my doctor.
Will you eat Earthworm Jim?
Well, maybe.
We're not doing that again.
Maybe that's why Bart is sick. Maybe he did eat that Favre doll.
Yeah. Maybe that's what gave me gout.
Yeah.
Tim, I have gout, I think.
I heard. What the hell?
I don't know. All right. Anything else from you boys over on the right there?
Coach Bud, how satisfied are you with him right now?
Well, I think he sucks always.
Okay. So Q thinks this team's going to go to the finals with Coach Bud again.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't see Bart putting chairs up this year.
It's early, man.
It's early. We're in fall spring right now. We haven't even had a real winter yet. I ain't going outside.
They're halfway through the season, Q.
It's third place, and we're missing our second best player for like all but 2.5 games. Like, I don't know what you're complaining about.
They got to be better. To quote Bud, they got to be better. I swear, sometimes I think that guy's playing for the 5 seed. I'm like, what the hell is he doing out there? The coaching sometimes is just baffling.
Yeah,
it is.
We'll accept you back on the bandwagon later, Tony. It's okay.
I'm a Bucks fan, but you got to call it like you see it, man.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I just think you're wrong, but I appreciate it.
That's fine. Hey, Hubie Brown, 89 years old, calling a game. Holy cow! That can you believe Hubie Brown's 89 calling basketball games?
Yeah, and he sucks.
But God bless him. I don't think he has.
Bad.
He does not have gout.
No, I have gout. I'm 38 and I have gout.
Get your blood work done, Bart. Have you done it lately?
My blood work's actually good. It's just I'm a mess everywhere else. Yeah.
All right. Hey, Q, Bucks and 6. I'm a Bucks fan. I just got it, buddy.
I got two things before I drop off. One, Brooke Lopez had another great game, so that was awesome. I think 3 guys had double-doubles tonight. Last thing on the Packers, the worst thing that we could do is bring Rodgers and LaFleur back. I would agree with bringing one of them back separately, but it looks like we're on a track headed towards bringing them both back, which been there, done that. We know how that movie ends. Kind of ridiculous that that's where things are headed.
At this point, I'm accepting that they're both going to be back. Now I'm just trying to play defense. Like, I'm accepting that everyone's going to come back and, whatever, like Barry's going to be here and all that stuff. I just want to play defense. Like, don't hire Mike LaFleur.
Mike LaFleur's coming in.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
hire him.
in. He is in.
No, I don't want him. All right. Thanks, Q.
Thanks, guys. Go Bucks.
See ya. I'm going to get the big Ron here in a second out in Jersey. Tim, did you watch on ESPN or Bally's?
I watched on Bally's mostly. I had ESPN on, and I'm like, I can't stand Hubie Brown.
You remember Katie George?
I do. She was the sideline reporter.
Yeah, she tweeted, oh, it's crazy. My career's come full circle. She was here for like a semester.
I know.
Full circle. She's like 28.
Bart, I feel like my career has come full circle being on this podcast now.
Zach thinks it's not gout that I have. I might have COVID toe.
COVID toe.
Jamie says old age. Random pain for no reason is old age. That's what I thought until I looked up what gout was, and I have gout. Jake says I'm enjoying the Tony in Texas show. Interesting. Matt says it's pronounced Celtics.
Celtics, yes.
And Greg says George Hill is still on the roster because Bud does not trust the young dudes. Although I don't know if George Hill is still hurt, but he didn't play tonight. Matthews hasn't been playing. Wara's not playing. AJ Green getting minutes over them. And Grayson Allen got hurt too with, I think it was an ankle soreness. So he got hurt tonight and then didn't come back in. And then, hey, the Bucks faltered without him. So for all you guys that want Jay Crowder, Bucks faltered without Grayson. Drew at 27 tonight. He led the way. Brook with 20. Brook 20 and 12. Brook's a beast. Whether he's hitting threes or blocking shots or getting tips or getting rebounds. I mean, there is a real movement for him to not only be an all-star, but for him to be like the defensive player of the year. And I'm loving every bit of it as we bring in Big Ron in New Jersey. Ron!
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Ron?
I'm feeling good, man. I didn't watch the Bucks game tonight, though. I got to be totally honest with you. I watched.
Oh, would you have better? Would you watch Marquette? Is this gonna be a Marquette post game show?
No, I hate Marquette, man. Marquette is a fib school, dude. Yeah, that's a
what I've
fib
heard,
school, man. Yeah, so it's a bunch of wealthy Chicagoites, Chicagoans, whatever you want to call them. That
this Wisconsin Marquette rivalry is so 2003. I'm all about Bart Lundy and the Milwaukee Panthers.
Yeah, nice. That's what I like, man.
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk some Wisconsin Badgers, dude.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think Steven Krall is more athletic than most people realize. The guy.
I got no opinion on this. Just so you know, I'm not even gonna like if it's on the radio, I'd pretend like I was like, oh yeah, well Krall's coming along. You know, I'd say all this bullshit. Oh yeah, Krall's coming along. You know, but I mean, I've probably watched, honest to God, probably 5 minutes of non-Milwaukee college basketball this year. And that was when Marquette and the Badgers played each other. Oh, and I think there was one game that was on a ship I turned on for like a minute. All I really know right now is I think Villanova sucks. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Steven Krall's more athletic. That's what I've been saying. I've been trying to tell Tim that, but he's like, no.
Tim, you're in my motherland, man. You're in West Dallas, right?
No, not tonight.
Timmy's downtown tonight. Normally, he's at the bar at McGuire's in West Dallas.
Yep. Not tonight. Tonight I'm home.
Yeah, man. I'm going to Vegas for March Madness with Tyler Hero's dad, you know, because me and him played ball in West Dallas together.
Are you kidding right now?
No, I swear to God.
No, I think
man.
He's serious. Yeah.
I'm dead serious, dude.
What did Tyler Hero's dad ever say about the time he went in the women's bathroom?
Yeah, man, I'm not going to bring that up with him.
Have you ever?
No, I haven't brought that up with him, man. That's probably a sore spot, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I think you gotta.
I will in Vegas, you know, and I'll give you a full report about that, Bart. Okay.
Or maybe I'll do a pod that night, like someone will play and I'll do a post game and you can get Hero's dad to come on and I can just rip on him for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
No?
that sounds good, man.
Yeah. So your boy's with Tyler Hero's dad.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. I played the high school basketball with him. He was a stud basketball player himself in high school. He had a scholarship from Florida State, but then he blew out his knee.
Matt wants to know the background. Tyler Hero's dad, game 1 of the Heat Bucks series one year, he was photographed coming out of the women's bathroom at Fiserv. And nobody knew
he
why.
probably just had to go to the bathroom really bad, and the line was too long in the men's room,
Yeah.
Well,
maybe he's just like super. Is he super progressive where he's like people should just pee wherever they want, like gender equality bathrooms?
Yeah, gender equality, man.
Yeah. What are your big plays this weekend, Ron?
My big plays for the weekend are Giants plus 3.5. Man, I'm riding that big time, man. The Vikings are a fraud. They have an empty trophy case. It's going to remain empty.
Yeah, I think so too.
What? Who do you like this week? Who do you guys like this weekend?
Let me look real quick at some lines. I got my picks coming with Horvat on Friday.
I love the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Vegas likes Jacksonville, Tim. That game's even money.
Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Chargers by a touchdown.
I would say, fuck. I think the Bills are going to cover that 13. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Bills will cover.
San Francisco covers what, 10? Is it still 10?
I don't know about that. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they'll cover 10. Seattle backed in, played like shit the second half of the season.
So, Bart, I got a funny anecdote for you, man. Like,
Please.
One of my friends just recently followed you on Twitter, and he was like, Bart Winkler, man, like, what's his deal? Like, is he serious or is he just like satirical?
I'm as serious as my gout.
Dude, I had gout, man. I had gout in my foot, and it was really freaking painful, man. It was like needles, like needling up against everything, man. It's like acid in your foot. It was terrible.
This is not maybe if this is really unhealthy, this is bad, but I kind of liked getting injuries in high school playing soccer because it made me feel like I did something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like when I was limping around, they're like, what's wrong? It's like, oh, my hip hurts. Oh, wow.
Remember when my cat made a vocal appearance on your show?
Yeah, it was not too long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. I don't know. He's firing up again, man.
Yeah. Adam says this seems like a prime time to plug Happy Place Hemp. You got some of their gummies. Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm a big user of the Happy Place hemp.
32% off this week.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just purchased some, as you know. And,
do it again. Promo code Bart.
Yeah, I'll get the 32% off. All right, my cat's gonna make an appearance here.
All right, what's your cat's name?
The cat's name is Elvis.
Oh. How old is it?
14. He's an old man.
Oh. So this will probably be the last time I ever see him.
Probably. He's probably gonna drop dead any day now. So what can you say, dude?
He had a good run.
He had a good run, man.
Yeah. All right, Ron. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk.
All right, dude. Go freaking whoever I bet on. I can't remember.
Yeah. Tell Mrs. Hero I said hi.
Okay, I will.
Mr. Hero. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Happy Place Hemp, here's Austin.
Hey. What's happening, boys?
What's up, player?
Not a lot, guys. I was doing some IT stuff for my dad and got back. Bucks were up by like 24 points. So I was watching it, and then I was like, I'll go take a shower and throw it back on. Still up by 20. And so made some food, and they were just getting their ass kicked. Like I kind of watched, and I was like, well, they weren't getting their ass kicked. But in that third quarter, what was it? They 34-10 the points or something.
You're taking a long time to tell a short story, Austin.
Well, I'm just okay. So my point is, remember when they won the championship, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. That season, they were like one of the worst in the third quarter. And then we still got that main core of guys. And you would think they would have like the championship pedigree, the mental toughness, and they just seem to be lacking that. And I don't get what that is or where that started back up again. You know, like, isn't that the thing? Like, you go win a championship and you got that championship pedigree. And now they're just like, it's just out the fucking window, man.
Well, again, the big thing with the Bucks is like, what are they supposed to do right now? Are they supposed to beat? I guess we can all think they're just supposed to go to Atlanta and win by 20 and go home, I guess. Although Atlanta was without Trae Young, so that
I think
that
I'm
would
cutting
make it
out.
a lot worse. Yeah, you're cutting out a little
back.
bit. Yeah, all right. Jerry says he likes you though. Jerry says I like Austin. He's got a Jim Morrison poster behind him. Matt says he's confused to see it outside of a college dorm. You know what poster I had in college, Tim?
What poster?
Not Che Guevara, but the two girls kissing.
Oh.
Remember that one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was cool.
Yeah, you were.
I was pretty cool. I'm gonna play a couple voicemails here that I got, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead, Bart.
Voicemails brought to you by Carl's Place, as I mentioned. Carl's Place, carlofet.com /Bart, golf simulators. Here's Jeff.
Jeff in Milwaukee. Listening to your boys over on GSPN.
GSPN, that's the Eurostep Podcast Network, also on Blue Wire. Love those guys. I'm going to start to get more of them on.
Talking about how old the Bucks are. And I was kind of thinking about how the championship run, they signed PJ Tucker, and it was to get some veteran defensive play, and how ironic it is that now all of a sudden they're too old of a team, slow, not fast enough, and they need to get some young blood in there.
All right, this dog in the background's killing me, Jeff. What is with everybody's pets just going crazy? We need, if you're going to call in or do a voicemail, put that tincture, give them the CBD spray. Maybe that's what I'll try for my gout is the CBD oil.
Could work.
Yeah.
Could work, yeah.
I don't know if it works, but I might try.
Go into Happy Place Hemp. Talk to them.
All right. I got one more voicemail from Patty.
Patty. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Bart. This is Patty. First time, long time. But, well, maybe not my first time since this was my second attempt due to getting cut off. But anyway, I wanted to save my first call for the end of the season because I really wanted to capture my true emotion about this year's Packers team and the god-awful roller coaster that we've been on with them. And I just want to say that, like you and a lot of the group, I'm really pissed. But I'm more pissed at myself for allowing myself to once again get hyped over a false hope rally. And as a lifelong Brewers fan, I have a lot of experience in navigating through false hope rallies. So shame on me for letting this be any different. So like you, I was in the gun club when they were at 4-8. I did expect to beat Dallas because for some reason Rodgers usually prevails when he's got like a chip on his shoulder. And I just didn't see him losing to Big Mac at all. But even on Christmas Day, I thought it was likely a fluke. And especially after we learned what happened to Tua, our win actually made more sense to me. But then the Vikings game came along and the defense looked good. We shut down Jefferson. Rodgers played like a normal quarterback. We get a kick return for a touchdown, and we actually saw some life in the team. And I, like you, was all in. Fast forward to Sunday morning, and I just felt the bad juju. Too many people were looking ahead to the wild card round already, and something kind of clicked where I thought we could actually lose the game. I don't want to rehash it. We know the outcome, but once again, I'm left heartbroken when I really, really didn't want to be, but I deserve it for letting them punk me for like the 12th straight year. So anyway, I just want next year to be the season of love. I'm over it. I want off this roller coaster. Love deserves it. Rogers can ride off to the jungle somewhere and do all of the drugs and live happily ever after. So Bart, thank you for doing this podcast. I really appreciate you and all the guys who make me laugh every day during my commutes, especially Ryan, Paul, Tim, and Grant. You guys are doing great work out there. Keep it up. Have a good one.
All right, Patty.
Can I?
Patty got a voicemail, and next step, Patty is in this StreamYard.
Can I nominate her for like caller of the year?
Why? Because someone knew your name?
No, not that. That was right on. It was perfectly said. God bless
Austin's
Patty.
going to try again.
God bless Patty.
Hey man, if I get choppy again, just cut me. I'll hop out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so they were supposed to just go in there to Atlanta and just blow up the Hawks by 20 points and just leave it. That's what they were supposed to do without Trey. Getting back. Sorry to cut off.
I don't know. I should just don't have. This is a long season, man. These teams, they don't care.
I know.
They care. They care.
They should. They should have that want to, like the Hawks did in the third, where they're like, you know what, we're not going to get blown out like this. But which I guess they kind of did in the fourth at the end, where they were like, okay, well, we're not going to blow a 20-point lead and actually lose the game. So I guess that's kind of a positive.
Two things. I have a comment on that. I just saw Washington won over Chicago, 197. I was talking to Horvath earlier today. He said he was driving to BetMGM in Maryland to throw 500 on Washington. So congrats to Horvath.
There you go, Horby.
Congrats to Horvath. The other thing is, this is the part of the season where, like, if you're playing 2K, you're like, okay, I'm going to play every single game and I'm going to play it all out. And then you're like 15-3 and you're like, fuck, I just wish the playoffs would start.
And you sim it.
And then so you sim it and then you watch the sim go and then you start losing games. And then you're simming this game against the Hawks and you see that the Hawks, and then you see that they're starting to blow a lead and you're like, no, and then you get the control back and you finish the game. And like, we're in the sim part of the year, dog.
Yeah, I get that. But then, so what are we doing here?
Who would fucking know? I'll tell you what we're doing here. We are gathering as nomads, trying to we want to talk Bucks. Good, win, bad, good or lose. We want to talk about Bucks. Plus, what I'm doing here is laying the groundwork so that in the postseason, when all these radio stations pretend to give a shit about the Bucks and have their post games, everyone's already trained to come right here.
I'll be here with you boys. Hey, Tim,
I want to make very clear what my modicum of success is. I don't care if I somehow make money off this thing. I don't care if it keeps me. All I care about is messing with the other stations. All I care about is causing mayhem and making them think. And I said this the other day, I think, but making them think, I thought we killed that bastard and he's still there. That is all I give a shit about.
Well,
I
shout
stay
out
for every
to
minute.
Matt the Falls that time when he called into the game and dropped the Wings Things podcast on me.
Yeah, and John Kuhn just blew past it like.
Yeah, that was a thing of beauty, though.
Yeah.
Hey, but so Tim, so you feed, is it an actual dog that you feed the happy place stuff to, or is it a cat?
It's a dog.
Okay, I was wondering.
Sprayed it on his food, right?
Spray it on her food. Yep.
Okay, and that works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man. All right, I'm gonna have to try that. We've slipped the dog. It's like clonazepam for dogs. It's too anxious, but yeah, I'd like to not, drug the dog. So maybe some happy hemp will do.
Oh yeah, go in there. Just ask for the pet tincture. It works perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I would love to talk some Packers with you guys soon, but I'll save that for another day, as this is a Bucks.
Well, no, if you got something Packers.
Well, I'm just disgusted. by that.
Yeah, they fucking suck. All right, I think that's good for now.
Yeah, exactly. Save that rant for another day, Bart. I'll hop on to YouTube, man.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
Bye.
All right. Tim, I'm just going through the next couple of days. Now, I did say that I want to build a groundwork here. I do not plan on a Thursday night live for the Bucks Heat tonight.
Okay.
Never. I don't plan on it.
No.
Thursday night is a very sanctimonious night, if that's the right word in this household. Tim, I think you know why.
Law and Order night.
Yeah. It's Law and Order night. We still didn't watch the Stabler one yet.
Have you watched last week?
I watched last week's SVU. I like this little Bronx thing that's happening.
Yeah, I do too.
It's different.
It is. At first, I was a little weary about it, but it's growing on me.
Yeah. Friday, are you down?
Yeah, I'm 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
So I think Friday,
right? Yeah.
Oh, Wisco Cheese says Tim can do a post game tomorrow. Tim, you want to debut What Say You?
We'll talk. I'll have my people call your people. And by my people, I mean Danny McGuire.
I think that we should. So Friday, Goody talks at 10. And we're either going to do something as it happens or a post-game presser in the morning.
As some radio people would say, put a bow on the season.
Yeah, we're going to put a bow on the. Should I come to your place?
Should we go do this somewhere?
Is McGuire's open?
No. Should we go to Miller Park and do it? As we say goodbye to one season, we welcome another season.
I don't know.
We'll talk. Ooh.
All right.
Ooh,
so that's
I have an idea. We'll talk. I'll talk to you after.
Well, I was just going to come over.
I have an idea. We'll talk after.
Okay. I'm looking at my calendar. This is real. I'm looking at my calendar.
Okay.
And I said I was going to do this last year. I got to go find the audio of this. But I put in my calendar sometime after the Packers lost in the postseason last year. I said I'm putting in my calendar right now, January 15th. The top item there says, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
It says massive disappointment because that's when I figured the Packers would lose in the playoffs.
Wow.
But then Martin Luther King Day, the Bucks play at 1:30. I thought about ripping my son out of daycare and going to a game, but then I thought that's going to be a fucking disaster. So we'll do a post game Monday afternoon.
In your calendar right now for 2024, January 7th. Just put that same thing, put that same note in.
No, February 18th, Jordan Love Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, okay. Put that in. Put that in right now. I put it in.
Absolutely. Well, that's all I got on the Bucks. I think we talked some Bucks. Let me just go through things real quick. 114 to 105. Giannis, triple-double, 3 points short, 10 assists, 19 boards, 3 for 10 shooting. Not his best night. This was going to be a game where you thought in the second half if they're going to win, they're going to need him, but it was Drew Holiday that stepped up. And that's almost good in a way. And I'm glad that this game was on ESPN tonight, and I'm glad it got some more eyeballs on Brook Lopez because I think that Milwaukee and Wisconsin can try to bang the drum on Brook getting the Defensive Player of the Year and All-Star voting, and we can try so hard. But what they need in this league is you need to be on national TV, and you need fossils like Hubie Brown to say, oh, one time. You just need him to say, oh, I think he's good. And then all of a sudden he's in the national conversation. That's all you need one time. So I'm glad that game was on ESPN tonight, although Bucks Hawks without Trae Young and Chris Middleton, and it really looked like a disaster at first. I can't believe Frank Kaminsky's still in the league, to be honest with you. Good for him, I guess. Him.
Yes.
Can you name the 3 teams Frank Kaminsky has played for?
The Phoenix Suns, the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, the other one's easy. Jordan drafted him, dog.
Oh, the Wizards.
Think again.
Charlotte.
There you go.
My bad.
All right. Now here's the real test.
All right.
I will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm doing?
Who?
What am I doing?
You're counting who? I have no idea.
Give me 3 of the teams that Sam Decker has played for.
Oh God, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Bucks for about 15 minutes.
No,
right?
he didn't.
15 minutes? Okay, fine.
Never played for him.
Houston, Washington. Wait, did I say Phoenix for Kaminsky?
You got Kaminsky's right.
Okay. Decker, God. Houston, Washington.
They're not all NBA. Some are overseas.
Oh God, I don't know any of those overseas.
Houston Rockets, Rio Grande Valley Vipers, Clippers,
Frankfurt.
Cavaliers, nice try. Wizards, Lokomotiv Kuban, Turk Telecom, Raptors, Bakashir College, London Lions is where he's playing now.
Liverpool?
Close, London Lions.
Okay.
Which I think that would be cool.
To play overseas?
Like if I could choose right now between Sam's career, if I could be Sam or Frank.
I'd rather be Frank. He went to the
Frank
finals.
went to an NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Lost. But Sam's traveled the world. You know, and it's one thing to like, I always thought that if you go overseas, it's like crazy because you don't know what the fuck's going on. And a lot of times you can't speak the language and stuff. But if you go overseas and you're a part of a team, oh, everything's taken care of for you and you can really like enjoy it. And I think I'd rather have Sam's career at this point in the end in post college than Frank's. Plus, even though Sheboygan sucks, Sam grew up in Wisconsin and not Illinois.
True. You are true there, but give me Frank's. Frank is a Western Conference champion.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We could talk. The Brewers have an event coming up next week.
Hey, just real quickly, Marquette won.
Yeah, do you have a breakdown?
No, because if you have Spectrum and live in Milwaukee,
they don't have CBS Sports.
You pretty much, unless you have the next package up, and a lot of people probably don't because you get pretty much all the sports channels on the package that you have, but CBS Sports is on that next package up. So if you have Spectrum in Milwaukee, you probably did not get the game.
Oh, yeah. Also, Sam's married to Kevin Harlan's daughter.
So there is your Marquette Gold update for tonight.
My friend Colin wanted to hear about Marquette. Do you have any more to say, or you didn't see it?
I know they won, and they looked good doing it once again.
There was a tweet. I don't know who the guy is because I don't know shit about Marquette, but someone did a tweet. I'll find who it was. Somebody did a tweet like, you know how everybody on Twitter now breaks down the film?
Yeah.
And they were like, I think it was Cameron Jones. They were breaking down the film, and they're like, look at this well-executed play from Marquette. 2 guys go here. This guy goes here. Then another guy cuts here. And then if it was Jones or whoever it was, he goes, not going to lie, man. We were just hooping. It's like this guy spent so much time being like, this is the play they're running. And they just ran a bullshit play.
Hey, speaking of college basketball, if UWM for the Horizon League tournament, we should go. You and me.
Okay, so I was thinking about this today. I honestly was. Where could the first round games be? Because
in Milwaukee. So
they're not going to play Milwaukee.
The Horizon League? Are you talking about the Horizon League tournament or the NCAA tournament?
Where's the Horizon League tournament?
Well, okay, so for the Horizon League tournament, up until the semifinals, they played at the highest seeded home court.
I don't even want to wait that long. Like I think we need to go to a game within the next 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, we can do that. But I'm just saying for the Horizon League tournament, if they make it to Indy, we should go.
Oh, it's in Indy? Okay.
Yeah. Where the NCAA tournament, I don't think we have many close places.
Well, I saw the mock to Birmingham today.
Okay.
If they're in Des Moines,
we're going. Oh, you're going. Work.
I'll go with you.
Okay, we'll go road trip.
Yeah, if they're in Des Moines, Wicket lives out there. We can stay with him and his 9 kids.
I'll stay in a hotel.
I think where I would want to stay is, so I had my bachelor party in Vegas like a real bro. Where I wanted to have it was Dubuque. I think Dubuque, Iowa is a cool ass town. It's like on a hill and everything's weird as shit, but there's a casino there and a cool little downtown.
But they are in first place in the Harley.
Yeah, so if we're gonna think ahead, if they're in Des Moines, 100,000%. If they're in Birmingham, I've never been to Alabama. We could go.
Okay.
Where are the other locations? I'd have to see where the other locations are.
You'll have to look up.
I'm telling you, man, media day, I saw it in Bart Lundy. He knew this team could be good.
Yeah.
He knew they could be good.
And all of a sudden, there are other news outlets now going to cover them.
Well, the TV stations are going to cover them. Sparky's always going to cover them. I think him going on the game is kind of bullshit because they don't care about him.
No, they don't. They're just trying to kill time.
Yeah. And they talked about an in and out in Nashville for half their day today.
I wanted to call. They were playing some sort of trivia game when I was listening. And someone, no one could answer the question. And it was like, name so-and-so and so-and-so. I wanted to call and say Bart Winkler and hang up.
Why don't you?
If they do that again, then maybe I will.
No. Sparky did it on the fan thing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm answering on YouTube.
Oh.
I would like to see. Forget it. Let's just wrap it up. I'm gonna start saying shit I shouldn't.
No, say it.
No, I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing about the radio. We bring up the game a lot, but good for them. Right now, if you're going to listen to sports talk, even if you like it or not, you're probably going to be like, all right, I'll go to the game. They have the Packers. They have the Badgers. How irrelevant does that make ESPN? I mean, I sit here and rip on the game. When do I ever talk about ESPN? No one talks about ESPN. They still run fucking Greeny from 12 to noon or from 12 to 2.
12 to 2.
You got a local station that evaporated overnight. How do you not have a time? How do you not call me? Call anybody. Call someone. Say, do a show in this time slot. We're airing fucking Greeny. So, whatever.
Yeah. Hire Bart. Then Bart can hire me. Done and done.
I'll never work for either of them. I'm an Odyssey man. I'm back at Odyssey. What do I care? I'm back at Odyssey. Yeah. Jerry says I've been giving Grant Bills a listen. Yes. Grant's fucking so good.
I wish I could do it on my phone when I'm in my car, but then I use my phone for other things too. Simulcast it. Every other fucking station in this state simulcast other shows. Get them in Milwaukee. Sorry.
All right, that concludes tonight's episode of I don't know.
Hey, yeah, that brewery event, real quick. You gonna go to that? No. When is that? This week? Next week?
Oh, KJ says, not only do you not have gout, he says, I hear you have pout.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
And with that, I'm out. Friday show, me and Horvat. Picks. And then Friday morning, we'll be on YouTube, me and Timmy.
Undisclosed location. Good night.
All right. See ya.